Alabama about to kick off to get things started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Now here's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Gonna take a shot. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The run inside. It's Fuller. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. He's got it.
I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Sellers fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Here's Sellers to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because you know kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make it.
There's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell, just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Turning it on. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He torch one deep. Makes the grab deep. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Gamecocks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Running inside, it's Fuller. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Sellers throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to pass. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by one. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the lone running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've reached a break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to the ground with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Keelan Russell looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Takes the handoff. It's Fuller. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way. And
takes a grab. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal. Surges his way in for the score.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. The give to the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Could be an alley. And they're able to get him down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already? There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping it. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Here's Sellers to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Snagged out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Sellers. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game. A lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. And then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Oh, he makes the catch. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Sellers. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Still on his feet at the 45. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They'll run it to the right. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that adds to a successful day. 100 yards rushing on the day. That's what you strive for. Usually when you hit that 100-yard mark, a lot of times you're saying my offense is going to win, my team is going to win. He's at the 100-yard mark, so that's a good thing for the offense.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Corner's going to give them room. The run inside. It's Fuller. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Going for it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
The extra point here would tie the game, and he makes the extra point. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 10 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
And it's the Illini looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Throwing Russell. Good timing on the quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that is exactly the execution you want from your zone defense, man. Zone defense means eyes on the quarterback. As soon as he throws the football, eye break. Nice job breaking on the football, being physical, not allowing him to make that catch over the middle of the field.
On the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the ball comes to rest right there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing Sellers. Rushes on him. Gonna take a shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. Hits the crease. Touchdown Gamecocks. And that one will give them the lead.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this five-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude starting to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Russell from the gun on third down. He rifles one deep to the left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Sellers. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Now here's Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Russell fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Got his man to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Russell. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Here's Sellers to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, South Carolina. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense.
Man, you ain't talking about nothing, man.
The offense takes advantage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll try to do it himself.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. When you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Keelan Russell. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He's got his man. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Throwing Russell. And that is interception number 3 on the day. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
He'll do it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He lofts one down the sideline. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
There you got that, bro.
Today, he's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This is just not him.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark it down at the 29, and a solid return there. The Alabama offense coming on to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Guys, I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long.
Sellers. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Comes up with a stop. Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances,
And he'll just take a knee in this
defense
drive.
at all
We'll start
fans.
at
The
the
defense is
25.
going to have to come. It's right here. You're trailing. That gives you
Here comes
stop on
that
this possession.
Alabama
And the
offense.
offense.
Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking for a man. It's Russell.
Down and the clock will stop to check on him.
Flips it out in the flat. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yards.
Build some confidence because you're
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this passing attack has not been great today. Just
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Russell looking for it on 4th. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over.
Hey, man, get off my mic, bro.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Here's Sellers to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Tide ready to roll on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Russell. Discards him with the stiff arm. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Oof, that's breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing Sellers. Fakes to grab. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Takes a hit as he fires. Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. It'll be 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Sellers. Makes a grab and room to run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sellers. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Pressure coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keelan Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's taking a deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.